When looking for RC products on the web, check out rcdeal.com. This segment is sponsored by rcdeal.com.
This is Offna, and we're unboxing another vehicle, the TS4 four-wheel drive short course RTR. This one has a high-powered motor, 2.4 gigahertz radio, and we'll get into the box and we'll show you what's inside. Of course, this is the box that you're going to see for TS4, and you'll see the black, white, and red body that comes with it on the box itself, and that will also be pre-painted in the car kit itself. So we'll get into the box and we'll show you what's inside. Same thing with the TS4. It is a nylon box that comes with it, and it'll be a black box, so at the end of your day you'll be able to pack it inside here and go home. So inside, the same thing we're going to have is the instruction manuals and the paperwork, of course, the decal sheet, and also the fail-safe and ride height clips in here. That'll be in this containment bag here, also with the antenna pipe that comes with the kit. So you'll see that. You'll also see the attention paperwork in there, and that attention paperwork is there to set up the fail-safe. It's easy to do. Turn on the car, turn on the receiver, and the hardware that comes in the bag for the bind plug and so on is there. Push the button, and one touch, it'll set the fail-safe for you. So please read that, the attention on there that comes in the kit, and you'll be able to set your fail-safe and get going. Manual, of course, the instruction manual in there showing all the part numbers that you need to get your car going, just in case you need a replacement part. So binding of the radio is in here, and also the instruction manual and how to in the build. Of course, this is the unit itself. It is wrapped in a pallet wrap. Of course, you're going to see in there, there's about 3 or 4 winds in there to keep the car safe, and also the radio, which is in the box right here. That is your 2.4 radio in there. All you need to do is get a LiPo battery in there and get going. So we'll close this box up, and we'll get to the car itself. And like I said, it comes with a pre-painted body, which is black, white, and red, and decals are already applied on the truck, so you don't need to worry about putting decals on. TS4 four-wheel drive short course, ready to run. Of course, comes with 2.4 gig radio, and it's already set up for you, but if you need to go back through the binding instructions just in case, you can go through the instruction manual and read that and get that set there. And of course, the fail-safe also will be set in there. Okay. So as you pull the car off, you're going to notice there's a couple of things that are on the TS4 that we like. Personally, I like is the body clips themselves. The body clips are easily to remove, and they are grommet fitted. So when you need a body clip on here, it's going to stay attached. So all you have to do is just pull by the little thumbtacks that are here, pull it out, and so on. And the same thing here for the other side. You just continue to pull them out instead of pulling at the battery clip or the body clip. You'll pop that loose. Same thing for the rear. It is on all 4 of the units of the car, and you pull the body off, and there's grommets on there to protect the body from extra damage, of course. Any kind of upside down landings. Always do some stretching to the clips themselves. So you have rubber grommets that are fitted on with the body clip removers that are retainers on there. So a nice plus. We have that as an option for you other guys that run four-wheel drive and want to have some extra protection for your body. Okay. So here's the car already pre-built. Shocks built, discs built, motors already in, electronics already in. The only thing you need to do is just set up your fail-safe and you're ready to go. Comes with the servo already pre-built in there, and of course this comes with a long can 550 motor. It is a 5mm shaft on there. So this is a very high-powered radio or high-powered electronic system and motor. It is a 3300 kV motor that comes in there. It also comes with a Mod 1 pinion gear. That is a steel gear along with the composite gear that goes down the center of the diff. So this thing out of the box is pretty darn fast for a 2 LiPo setup on there. You don't require any more power than you need here. I've seen too many people tell me it's a little bit faster than they expected. So on the other side of the car, we show the speed control, the basic setup speed control, the receiver and the servo, everything on one platform. So when it comes to maintenance and you need to clean everything up after a long dirty day, you'll be able to pull the whole platform out of there, get that out of there, and get that cleaned up so you can keep the electronics from getting damaged or wet or so on. So nice little thing on there. Also, it comes with a gold connector plug on there. That's an easy setup to the Dean's made batteries that are already out there. So you'll be able to plug in right away. You won't have to use the Tamiya plug. This is a less resistance plug on there. So just set that into the line battery pack that's going to go down onto the chassis itself, and you're ready to go. All right, so the front of the car, you're going to see oil-filled shocks, of course, and you're going to see CVDs in the front. You're also going to see that this whole chassis is basically a composite setup with a double deck liner on the top and aluminum chassis for the bottom itself. This has a lot of high travel on it, and just like our A-scale, it is a kingpin suspension that makes the kingpin sit a lot higher above the ground rather than lower. This is the underlying kingpin setup on here. Of course, the rear end itself too also is oil-filled shocks with an oil-filled differential and a high-impact rear bumper that goes with that for the short course, and often labeled mud flaps that you're going to see right here. Of course, it adds to more of the realistic kind of look to the car. The suspension is really thick with arms on the front and rear of the car, and the suspension travel is pretty good in demand. Also, the car is filled with bearings on the car, so for an RTR car, keeping the efficiency and long run times with bearings is always something to have, and that comes on the TS4. That also comes with the high impact front bumper, of course, always made for those heavy damaging crashes, and you'll be able to set that up. Also, side Nerf bars that go with it in the case of someone trying to T-bone you or so. The tires themselves are the black hole wheels, and of course they are already pre-glued wheels and tires, so you don't have to worry about gluing these sets up. These are a hard compound tire, so they'll last you out in the street or out in some rough driving areas, like if you're out there bashing really hard. A little bit more of something faster you need for track-worthy stuff, but the tires hold up pretty well for day-to-day use. The battery pack itself will be lined up in the rear section of the car itself. It'll be a double battery clip, and it is a line down 2-cell LiPo. Of course, if you can't really see it right here, but we'll try to get as close as possible. There is the drive line underlaying under the double decker, and it makes enough clearance for rotor-proof battery packs that are hard cases, so you won't have to worry about that there. And of course, some of your older battery packs that might be a little bit puffy, it'll still have the clearance for that. There is a fan on the speed control itself, and it is guarded with a wire brace on there, so you don't have any of those little ding and dent accidents on there. It keeps the fan in its place, so the speed control stays very cool. It is a very small speed control in there. I found it really something to see for a big motor that's in there. So for this to handle the power and the runtime and to go over and over again, it seems quite fun. So for the RTR four-wheel drive, you get lots of runtime, lots of high-powered speed, a great looking body to go with the car, of course, and there's some features on this car that come with the Pro. And of course, it all is designed around the Pro, so all you need to do is, if you want to do options and upgrades to CVDs or better shocks or so, you can do that with the RTR going into the Pro. So that's what we have, the unboxing of the TS4 RTR electric four-wheel drive short course, and thanks for watching OFNA.
This show has been sponsored by rcdeal.com. So remember, rcdeal.com for your RC auction and web store needs. It's rcdeal.com.